Hi friends, can you hear me? Good evening friends, can you hear me guys? Okay, so welcome everyone for the daily revision series where we revise some of the very important and expected topic for the UPSC Prelims examination 2025. So guys, today we will take up some schemes which are important for the UPSC Prelims examination. Guys, first thing first, I would like to tell every one of you is that schemes have become very unpredictable. Okay, gone are the days where you used to get schemes directly from that year current affairs. Okay, but if you analyze last 2 3 years of UPSC previous year questions, you will come to the conclusion that nowadays UPSC question setters are not giving simple schemes which were in news in the last 6 7 months. Previously they used to do that, so it was very easy for an aspirant to prepare schemes because they had to just prepare the 5 6 schemes or 10 schemes which were launched at that year. But for the last 2 3 years, what we are observing that question setters have become very smart and they are framing questions on schemes which are 5 years, sometimes 10 years, sometimes 15 years, and sometimes going back to 20 and 30 years. For your example, guys, we had a question few years back on self-help group scheme. Okay, that was launched somewhere in 1993. Okay, then there was one scheme on Janani Suraksha Yojana. That was also very old scheme, 2005 or 2006. Point is, guys, it is next to impossible for any UPSC aspirant to prepare all the schemes. That is first thing I would like to tell every one of you. Do not try to read everything. Do not try to read hundreds of schemes, because it will be waste of your time. So what you need to do first of all is that prepare the last 1 year, all important schemes of last 1 year or 1.5 or 2 years, that you need to prepare. And then you prepare those schemes which are completing anniversaries. Okay, 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, 15 years. Okay, those kinds of schemes are more important. Okay, so I think I have already told you that schemes. Okay, I'll give you a list of important schemes which are old schemes but can be relevant for the UPSC prelims examination 2025, which are old schemes, and we will discuss the new schemes also. Okay, so as far as old scheme is concerned, two schemes or laws, whatever you can say, these two are very important for UPSC prelims 2025. These two are basically the RTI Act and the MGNREGA Act. Okay, MGNREGA, because these two were launched which year? Can anybody tell me? These two schemes or these two laws, whatever, okay, you can call them laws, you can call them schemes, you can call them policies. Okay, all these two were launched in 2005. 2005. And which is this year? Which year is this? Guys, which year is this? This is year is 2025. So this is completing 20 years. This is completing 20 years. So guys, RTI Act and MGNREGA Act. MGNREGA is basically a livelihood scheme. Okay, so these two are the most important ones. Definitely very high chances that you may get a question on this. So as far as RTI Act is concerned, guys, you need to prepare the details of the RTI Act. What are the legal provisions? What are the legal entitlement RTI Act provides to the citizens of the country? Okay, so you should know how many days. Can anybody tell me? In RTI Act, if you apply for any information, then how many days is required to get the information? Maximum how many days you can get an information? RTI Act. Can anybody tell me? Yes, most of you are correct. 30 days. 30 days. Very good. Okay. So please do prepare the provisions of the RTI Act. Okay. Can anybody tell me section 4 of the RTI Act? What is section 4 of the RTI Act? Section 4 of the RTI Act. What is section 4 of the RTI Act? Can anybody tell me? Section 4 of the RTI Act. Section 4, suo motu declaration. Suo motu declaration. Then section 8, personal information. This is in news because of the data protection law also has come. Okay, this is in news. Section 4 and section 8. Section 4 is for public disclosure. Okay, suo motu public disclosure. And section 8 is about personal information. Okay, so these two acts. Okay, RTI Act is very, very important. What is PIO? Okay, one more thing. Let me ask you a simple question. Is only government body included in RTI Act? Is only government body included in RTI Act? Who is included in RTI Act? Can anybody tell me who is included in RTI Act? Quickly, guys. Anybody? Substantially funded. Okay. The definition is substantially funded. So even those bodies which are not completely government, but they can also be treated under the RTI Act as public authorities if they are substantially funded. Okay, so this can also be a question. They can frame question around it. Okay, guys, they can just write, okay, only government bodies, okay, government executive bodies, they are included under the RTI Act. That is not the answer. Substantially funded bodies, entities can also be coming under the purview of RTI Act. Okay, this is very, very important, guys. Definitely high chances you can get a question on CIC. Okay, Information Commission also you can get question. I'm not going into Information Commission. We will discuss when we'll discuss polity. So this is a very important one. Second is MNREGA. Okay, MNREGA Act. In MNREGA scheme, guys, who will get the job? Is it only for the BPL families, MNREGA? MNREGA is only for the BPL families or for everyone? Can anybody tell me? Guys, MNREGA is only for BPL family, for everyone. Okay, let me see how many of you are able to answer. Okay, MNREGA. Okay, Rural Guarantee Scheme. Okay, MNREGA. All. Yes, very good. Superb. It is not only for the poor people, it is for all. But what kind of work is allowed in MNREGA, guys? 100 days of unskilled work, not skilled work. 100 days of what kind of work? Unskilled work. Okay, very, very important. 100 days in a year. Okay, you will get unskilled work. So this is very, very important. You may expect a question on MNREGA also. So in MNREGA, guys, can you tell me if someone applies for a job CAD, how many days he has to get a job? Okay, otherwise he has to be given employment allowances. In how many days he should be given a job, or he should be given employment allowances? Okay, please check out. This is a very important fact. They may ask you. Okay, they may ask you this. This is very, very important. Okay, they can frame questions around that. Second is, guys, social audit. There is a mandatory social audit in MNREGA. Social audit is done by whom? Can anybody tell me? Social audit is done by whom? Who can tell me, guys? Social audit is done by whom? Who can tell me the answer? In MNREGA, social audit is done by whom? I can see your comments. Okay, Gram Sabha is the correct answer. Very happy to see most of you are answering correctly. Gram Sabha is the correct answer. Who decides what kind of work has to be taken in MNREGA? Who decides what kind of work is taken in the MNREGA? Okay, these kinds of questions they may ask you. Okay, next us, guys, this year 20 years of organic farming policy in India. 20 years of organic farming policy in India. So guys, which are the bodies which are responsible for regulating organic farming in India? So guys, you know that there is NPOP, National Project on Organic Farming, something related to that. Please do prepare both the bodies, NPOP. And there is one more body, guys. Organic farming, there are two bodies. Organic farming, there are two bodies. Please do prepare. They are very, very important, guys. They are very, very important. Okay. So please do prepare. Okay. Organic farming, there is a high chance you can get a question on that. There was a controversy about certification of organic farming. Which is the certification? The certification is known by what? The certification of organic farming is known by what? Can anybody tell me what is the certification? What is the name of the certification in organic farming? PSG. Okay, go through that. Certification of organic farming is also very, very important. Okay. Next, we are completing 10 years of Make in India. Okay, so you may expect question on Make in India. You can expect question on 10 years of Swachh Bharat Mission. You can expect question on Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. 10 years we are completing. Okay, then Smart City Mission also we are completing 10 years. Okay, so these are some of the schemes which we are completing 10 years. So you may expect a question on these topics. Okay, next 5 years. Okay, 5 years we are completing for, okay, Swamitwa scheme, PM Swanidhi scheme. Yes, PM Swanidhi scheme. Yes, classical languages. Yes, in art and culture we will discuss classical language. Yes, it is very important. Someone is saying classical language, sir. Is it important or not? It is very, very important. Classical languages. Okay, 6 new languages have been accorded the status of classical languages. We will discuss when we will discuss history. Okay, art and culture. We will discuss classical languages, not now. PM Swanidhi is for whom? PM Swanidhi scheme is for whom? Who are the beneficiaries of PM Swanidhi? Quickly, I need answers. PM Swanidhi, who are the beneficiaries in PM Swanidhi? Street vendors. Street vendors. Okay, they get some credit. Okay. So, Swamitwa scheme is for what? Swamitwa, last year I think they have asked similar question. Okay, land digitization. Land digitization. Swamitwa scheme. Swamitwa scheme is for what? Swamitwa scheme. It is related to land. Last year they have asked a question or not? Last year they have asked a question or not, guys? So now let us start with this year's important schemes. Okay. So the first important scheme this year is related to health. Okay. Poshan scheme. Poshan Abhiyaan is going on for last couple of years, guys. Now the Poshan Abhiyaan has been upgraded, Poshan 2.0. Okay. You may expect a question on Poshan because this I have been predicting for last couple of years, Poshan scheme. So who all are covered under the Poshan scheme? So we have children below the age of 6. Then we have lactating mothers. Then we have the pregnant mothers. And then we have the adolescent girls. Adolescent girls. Okay. Poshan Abhiyaan is very, very important. Nutritional challenge. Poshan Abhiyaan. One component of Poshan Abhiyaan is Saksham Anganwadi. You know, guys, Anganwadi is very important for ICDS. Anganwadis, Saksham Anganwadis. Okay. So you may expect a question on the Poshan Abhiyaan or overall nutrition, malnutrition. What is the status of malnutrition in India? Okay. What are the steps government has taken? Is malnutrition decreasing or increasing? So in the last National Family Health Survey, malnutrition has seen a considerable decline, both in the children's and also among the women. Okay. So you should know this. This is a very, very important scheme, guys. Malnourishment. This is in news for last couple of years. So Poshan Abhiyaan is an important one. Next, guys, NCD. If you see last 1 or 2 years, lot of like this entire issue of non-communicable diseases is in news. Very high chances you may get a question on non-communicable diseases. Okay, if you see last year, 1 year, obesity, the obesity crisis is in news. Lot of times, even very high dignitaries, they have spoken about increasing obesity in India, obesity crisis in India. So non-communicable diseases are very, very important. You know, as per the new health burden like data, okay, non-communicable disease death burden is more than communicable disease death burden. Okay, it is called double burden of, okay, diseases in India, double burden. Okay, so non-communicable disease, they are basically more causing death than the communicable disease. I think they are now 60% deaths are coming from the non-communicable diseases. Okay, cancer, diabetes, hypertension, all these are lifestyle diseases. Okay, so I'll just name some of the schemes, guys, for this National Program for Prevention of Cancer, Diabetes, cardiovascular diseases and stroke. Next, health and wellness center under Ayushman Bharat. Health and wellness center under Ayushman Bharat. Next, Fit India movement. Next, Eat Right movement. Next, tobacco control movement. Next, mental health program. Next, Poshan Abhiyaan. Okay, and last is National Cancer Control Program. Okay, so this is an important topic, guys. Although UPSC can frame complicated questions in NCD, they may not ask directly the scheme. They may not ask, but these days UPSC is asking statement wise question, reason assertion question. There they can frame questions on NCD. What is the burden of NCD in India? Does India has any policy on NCD or not? We can frame questions regarding that. Okay, next topic related to health is the Nikshay Poshan Abhiyaan or Nikshay Poshan Yojana. Okay, it is basically a scheme of National Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. It is for the TB patient. It is for the TB patient. Very, very important, guys. Okay, each TB patient will receive 500 per month during the anti-TB treatment. Okay, so this is a very important scheme, TB related. Okay, centrally sponsored scheme under National Health Mission. Okay, Nikshay Poshan Yojana. Generally, TB is caused because of malnourishment, guys. So, government has created this scheme to provide nutritional support to all the TB patients. Next, can you tell me what is the time limit? What is the year for National TB Elimination Program? Can you tell me which is the year? Which is the year, guys? National TB Elimination Program. What is the year? What is the target that we will eliminate the TB? What is the target? The target is 2025. Target is 2025. And what is the target in the SDG? In SDG, what is the target to remove TB? Okay. For SDG, it is 2030. But for the national program for TB elimination, it is 2025. 5 years before the SDG. Okay. Then next topic is UWIN platform. UWIN platform is for what, guys? UWIN platform, vaccination, immunization. Okay, immunization. Okay, next one, guys, is PM Shri. What is PM Shri, guys? Can anybody tell me what is PM Shri? PM Shri for what? PM Shri are what? They are model schools. They are model schools. Model schools means basically they are, okay, what to say, perfect schools for modeling of other schools. So other schools have to be model as per the PM Shri. Okay, so developing 14,500 schools across India, which will work as model schools. Okay, exemplary schools. Okay, as per the National Education Policy 2020. Okay, guys. So these schools will follow the model of green schools. Okay, these schools will follow the model of green schools. They will focus on, okay, skills. Then there will be school quality assessment framework, and guys, they will be providing leadership and mentorship for other schools. Okay, so PM Shri is for school, model schools. Then there is a scheme called, guys, Samagra Shiksha Abhiyaan. Samagra Shiksha Abhiyaan, Ministry of Education and Human Resource Development. Okay, so it is basically to provide, okay, kind of support to states for preschool to class 12th. Samagra Shiksha Abhiyaan. Okay, central government provides financial assistance to the state. It basically merges the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyaan, the RMSA and the teacher education. So it is merging all the schemes which were there for school education. It has been merged under Samagra Shiksha Abhiyaan. Next one is Eklavya schools. What are Eklavya schools for? Eklavya schools are in news, guys. Eklavya schools. Eklavya schools are for whom? Can anybody tell me Eklavya schools are for whom? It is for scheduled tribes. Okay, tribes. Okay. It is under which ministry? Eklavya schools is under which ministry? Can anybody tell me? They may ask you, Eklavya schools are under which ministry? Tribal ministry. Tribal ministry. Okay. there is basically the schooling provided to tribals from class 6 to class 12th. From class 6 to class 12th, Eklavya schools, there is a special reservation for PVTG students. There is a special reservation for PVTG students. Very, very important. Eklavya schools, very important, very high chances that you may get a question on Eklavya schools. Okay, very important. Eklavya schools, remember it is for tribals, and there is a reservation for PVTGs, particularly vulnerable tribal groups. Next, guys, Nipun Bharat. Nipun Bharat. Nipun Bharat is for what? Nipun Bharat. Okay, it is basically for universal acquisition of foundational literacy and numeracy. Foundational literacy and numeracy. Okay, so universal acquisition of foundational literacy, foundation, okay, numeracy. Nipun Bharat. Nipun Bharat. Okay, very important, guys. Next, Diksha platform. Diksha platform is for what? Online education. Okay, Diksha platform developed by NCERT. Developed by NCERT. It's like an open source technology. Diksha platform. Diksha platform. Okay. Next, Ullas. Ullas is again for what, guys? Ullas is for imparting foundational literacy and numeracy. Foundational literacy and numeracy. Okay. Adults which are aged 15 and above. Okay. So Ullas is for people who are above 15 who have missed school. People who are above 15 who have missed school, they will be given some functional knowledge, functional literacy and numeracy. Functional literacy and numeracy, Ullas. Okay, above 15. Above 15. Again, I am repeating, above 15 who have missed the schooling. Who have missed the schooling. Ullas. Okay. Next, Parakh portal. Parakh portal is for what, guys? NCERT. Parakh portal. Parakh portal is for what? Parakh portal. It is for, again, education, assessment, performance assessment. Parakh portal. Parakh means assessment. Parakh portal. Okay, very, very important. Okay, for assessment stuff. Okay, for performance assessment, review, analysis. Okay, Parakh portal. Again, it is related to education. Parakh portal is related to education. Next, two important schemes this year, very, very important, is one is called PM internship scheme. PM internship scheme. What is the eligibility? They will ask eligibility. Who are eligible for PM internship scheme? What is the age group, guys? PM internship scheme. What is the age group? 21 to 24. 21 to 24. What is the stipend? 5,000 monthly. What is the stipend? 5,000 monthly. What is the stipend? 5,000 monthly. 21 to 24. Annual income should be below 8 lakh. Not enroll in any full-time academic program. That are the eligibility for the PM internship scheme. Okay. So 1 crore youths will be given on the job training. Okay, on the job training. It is by Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Various companies in India like Tata, ITC, ICICI Bank, Mahindra Group. Okay, all private companies will give training, and 5,000 stipends will be given, and this money will come from the CSR fund, and government will transfer something. CSR fund 500 rupees and 4,500 government will transfer. Okay, and 6,000 is one time grant. 6,000 in one time grant. Okay, this is very, very important, guys. PM internship scheme is very, very important. Please do prepare the eligibility. Prepare the eligibility and the details of the scheme. Details of the scheme, they will play with the numbers. They will play with the numbers. They will trap you. 6,000 rupees is basically one time grant, and 5,000 rupees is the monthly stipend. 5,000 rupees is the monthly stipend. Very, very important, guys. Next is the PM Vishwakarma scheme. PM Vishwakarma scheme. What is PM Vishwakarma scheme about? PM Vishwakarma scheme is about skills for traditional craftsmen. Traditional craftsmen. Okay, guys. Skills for traditional craftsmen. Okay. 18 kind of traditional skills like carpenter, boat maker, okay, blacksmith, locksmith, goldsmith, potter, sculptor, cobbler, okay, mason. All these are included in this. Very, very important, guys. Okay, very, very important, guys. Okay, guys, it is very, very important, guys. PM Vishwakarma. Okay, PM Vishwakarma. Next, one district, one product. Ministry of Food Processing, one district, one product. Next, Open Network Digital Commerce. Very, very important. It is a private non-profit company. Okay, under the Department of Industry. Okay, very, very important. One network, open network for digital commerce. It's like a e platform for digital commerce. Okay, very important, guys. Open network for digital commerce. ONDC. ONDC. Very, very important. ONDC. Okay, private non-profit. Okay, private non-profit company. Okay, private non-profit company, very, very important. Private non-profit company. Okay, establish public digital infrastructure needed to expand access for e-commerce. Very, very important, guys. You may expect a question on this. Okay, so it's like it's under Department of Industry. It's under Department of Industry. It's a private non-profit company. Private non-profit, this is very important. Okay, it's an open source. It's an open source. Next, Smile. Smile scheme is for whom, guys? Smile scheme. Smile scheme is for whom? Transgenders and people involved in begging. Transgenders and people involved in begging. Transgender and people involved in begging. Okay, very, very important. Transgenders and people involved in begging. Okay, guys, very, very important. Next, PM Suraj Portal. PM Suraj Portal is under the Ministry of Social Justice. Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Very important. Okay. Again, I'm saying this is very important. Pradhan Mantri Samajik Uthan Rozgar Adharit Jan Kalyan Portal. PM Suraj Portal. It is providing credit to marginalized segments of the society, uplifting disadvantaged groups through entrepreneurship and livelihood. Okay, generally scheduled caste, backward class, Safai Mitras, entrepreneurs from disadvantaged communities. It is a central sector scheme. PM Suraj is a central sector scheme. PM Suraj is a central sector scheme. Central sector scheme. It is very important, guys. PM Suraj is a central sector scheme. Okay. So this is an important scheme, PM Suraj Portal. Next, PM Janman. PM Janman. PM Janman is for what? Okay, PVTGs. PM Janman. PM Janman. PVTGs. Very, very important, guys. PVTGs. I was expecting this question last year. UPSC question setters did not ask it last year. They may ask you this year. So there are 75 particularly vulnerable tribal groups in India. Okay. So this is basically providing critical infrastructure to the habitations of the PVTGs. Very, very important, guys. Okay, like Pakka Ghar, okay, water supply, electricity, skills. Okay, so in this 11 critical infrastructure will be provided to the PVTGs. PM Janman. PM Janman. Another important scheme or day related to the tribals are Janjatiya Gaurav Divas. Janjatiya Gaurav Divas. Which day is observed as Janjatiya Gaurav Divas? Can anybody tell me? Which day is observed as Janjatiya Gaurav Divas? Which day? Can anybody tell me which day is observed as Janjatiya Gaurav Divas? 15th of November. Okay, Birsa Munda. Okay, next. Dharti Aba Janjatiya Gram Utkarsh Abhiyaan. Dharti Aba Janjatiya Gram Utkarsh Abhiyaan. It is holistic development of tribal communities and villages by addressing critical gaps of social infrastructure, health, education and livelihood. Health, education and livelihood. Okay, addressing the tribal communities, villages by addressing social infrastructure. For social infrastructure, okay, it is Dharti Aba Janjatiya Gram Utkarsh Abhiyaan. JGUA. DAJGUA. Okay. Not very important. I think PM Janman will be asked. but you should know, because tribal schemes are very, very important. I'm expecting questions on tribal schemes for last 2 years. I don't know why they are not asking, but this year again, very high chances they may ask you tribal schemes related to tribals. Very, very important. Okay. Dharti Aba Janjatiya Gram Utkarsh Abhiyaan, holistic development of tribal communities and villages by addressing critical gaps of social infrastructure, health, education, and livelihood. Ministry of Tribal Affairs. Here also the ministry is Tribal Affairs. Okay. Next, two schemes related to science and tech. Okay. One is called Shri, SHRI. Okay. Basically, this is a blending of traditional science with modern science. Okay. Shri. And other is Vaibhav. Vaibhav Fellowship. Vaibhav Fellowship is for the Indian scientific diaspora who are living outside India but have Indian origin. Okay. Vaibhav is a very important scheme of Department of Science and Technology. I'm expecting this question, guys. Vaibhav, very important. Department of Science Technology, Vaibhav. Okay, can anybody tell me what is the duration? What is the duration of this fellowship and what is the amount of money they will receive? Can anybody tell me this, guys? Data. Let me see how many of you can give me the data. Okay, Vaibhav scheme. Vaibhav scheme, scientific diaspora. What is the duration? Please do find out. Okay, very important. Next, PM Yashashvi. PM Yashashvi for basically, okay, other OBCs, economically backward denotified students. Okay, it is providing scholarship and hostel facilities to ensure quality education. PM Yashashvi. PM Yashashvi, quality education for marginalized segments like the OBCs, EBCs, and denotified tribes. OBCs, EBCs, and denotified tribes. This, okay, one more topic which comes to my mind this year is the denotified tribes. Okay, criminal tribes, so-called criminal tribes. Okay, this was in news. Okay, this was very, very important scheme, guys. You should get questions regarding the denotified tribes, the criminal tribes, the historical background of the criminal tribes in India, and what schemes government of India has launched for the denotified tribes. Why are they called denotified tribes? Very, very important, because it just strike me. This is very, very important this year. You may expect a question on this. You may expect a question on this. Denotified tribes. Please do prepare. In my Optima test, I have included questions on all important schemes. Okay. So do prepare them. They are very, very useful. Okay. Then Ghar portal, Ministry of Child and Women and Child, basically for centralized monitoring of child care. And PLI scheme. PLI scheme is completing 5 years. Already PLI scheme they have asked, they may not ask. Then PM Survodaya Yojana, it is for 1 crore households will get, okay, the solar, rooftop solar. Okay, PM Survodaya Yojana, very important. PM Survodaya Yojana is also very important. Last scheme from the environment, green credit scheme. Green credit scheme, very, very important. It is administered by whom? Indian Council for Forest Research and Education. And what is the purpose? To incentivize voluntary, okay, activities which will help in restoration of environment. Okay, green credit scheme, voluntary. Okay, it will basically incentivize people. Okay, it will incentivize people to take voluntary actions. Very, very important, green credit scheme. Okay, to incentivize eco-friendly activities. Okay, 8 activities are included in this. It is voluntary. Again, I'm saying it is voluntary. Okay, tree plantation, water conservation, sustainable agriculture, waste management. Okay, so this is a very important scheme, guys. You may get a question on this. There are high chances that you may get a question on this. Okay, green credit program. Green credit program, very important. Okay. Unnati scheme for Northeast. Unnati scheme, industrial development of Northeast. Unnati. See, these schemes directly question will come. Unnati is for what? Northeast development, industrial development of Northeast. That's it. Direct questions are going to come. Okay. So schemes where they will go inside, they will ask the ministries or they will ask the details. So there I am highlighting the details also. But for the schemes where they will not ask any details, like for example, green, for the green credit, they will ask which are the activities which are included under the green credit scheme, or which is that administering body. So it is the Indian Council for Forestry Research. And the activities also I gave you: water conservation, tree plantation, okay, sustainable agriculture. But for Unnati, they will just ask what is Unnati. Okay, Northeast Industrial Development, that's it. Okay, so see, I'm again telling, the list is endless. Okay, list is endless. These were some of the schemes which are important, which have high chances. But there is no guarantee, guys. Schemes, it is little bit difficult. But if you are part of our Optima test series and the Optima cards you have, you can revise all the Optima cards. Most of the schemes I have covered in that. Okay, guys. With this, I would like to take your leave, guys. Thank you. We'll meet tomorrow. Bye-bye. Take care.